it's Bunny, and I am so excited about today's video because it is all about the Naked 3 palette. And I feel like I've talked a little bit about this on Instagram and in my tea vlog yesterday, and I know some people are like super hype crazy about this thing, and other people just don't even give one tiny little rabbit poop. But I'm pretty excited about it. Today is the first day that it is available in all stores like Sephora and Ulta, and I think some people have said select Macy's have them. I don't know of any Macy's in my general area that sells Urban Decay. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't know, but that's where you can get it in stores. It was previously sold, I think, in 2 different releases on the Urban Decay website and maybe even on the Sephora website, the Ulta website. I don't know. I'm just not that crazy about ordering a palette online. I want like instant gratification, and I just like things where things are selling out really fast online. It just makes me nervous. It's not a good experience for me. So I don't know. I just held out for the in-store release. I feel like I'm the last person on YouTube to be talking about this or getting it or holding it in my hands, but whatever. That's the way of the world. I got this last night. I just so happened to be hanging out with my friend Leanne at the Galleria, and the Sephora there was offering to allow people to pick them up at 9 o'clock last night. So I've had mine one night already. Woohoo! I'm just gonna be talking all about it today and doing full swatches of the entire palette for you guys, doing a little comparison. We're gonna talk about everything. So let's just get into it, shall we? The Naked 3 palette is all rose-hued things. In this palette is 12 all new colors, never before seen in any other Naked palette or any palette for that matter. You cannot buy these shadows separately. They are exclusive and brand new to this palette. I guess in the past, between Naked 1 and Naked 2, there were some repeats or some colors that you could buy separately. I wasn't even aware of that scandal until very recently, and I only have the Naked 1 palette. I never went for the Naked 2, partially because I wasn't that crazy about the Naked 2 packaging, and unfortunately the Naked 3 packaging is similar to the Naked 2 instead of the Naked 1. I just feel like this velvet compact thing, I just feel like the fabric kind of offers a little bit more protection and a little bit more buffering if I accidentally, say drop it on the floor. I have done that with this palette before, and as you can see, it's still completely intact. But I don't know if I'd be so lucky with this palette. If you listen to it, well, it was doing it earlier. I don't know. Sometimes it rattles a little bit. It is metal. I don't know. Scares me. Just a little bit. The other minute little thing that I have a little bit of beef with is the fact that with this palette, they did give you this little, where are you? I know for sure the Naked 1 came with a miniature primer potion, but it was kind of like a travel size, so it's definitely something that would last you like a month. But this time they gave this little sample packet, and it has all 4 of their primer potions in it, but I just think that this is a little bit cheap. If you guys have been here for a while, y'all know that I loathe these sample single-use tester packets, and I know some people have said you could use this for like a week. That to me would kind of be gross and unsanitary, and I don't know, like why couldn't they have just given us like a tiny little travel size thing that cannot cost that much extra, right? Right? Do you feel me? This is $52. So let's leave Frowntown and talk about all of the good things. I just want to make an in-depth review, so I'm kind of just telling you guys how I feel about everything. Opening up the palette, here are the 12 gorgeous eyeshadows, and you also once again get an awesome brush. I love double-ended brushes, so one side is for the crease and one side is for the shadow. Definitely in love with 90% of the eyeshadow shades in this palette. My look that I have on my eyeballs today, I did using entirely shadows out of this palette, of course. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I get a new palette, it's like I want to use all of the colors on my face the very first day. Like just, I don't know. I think I'm using about 5 different shadows, to achieve this look. And I know posting on Instagram, a lot of you guys have this palette already, or you're planning on getting it for Christmas. So let me know down below if you would like for me to do a tutorial or a holiday look or something using this palette. I would love to. It would be fun. Don't you think? All right, let's get into swatching. The very first color that we have is Strange. That is a very, very matte shade. It would be perfect for the inner corner of the eye. I honestly don't see too much rose in this shade at all. It's pretty much just an eggshell. The next shadow in the palette is called Dust, and this is a very baby pink color. It's honestly probably not an eyeshadow that I would use too much. I'm really not that crazy about the color baby pink. It's very shimmery and it's almost kind of chalky and flaky. It's not extremely easy to blend out so far in my personal experience. The third color in the palette is Burnout, and this is a very peachy pink shimmery shade. It's also a little bit pearlescent. This is a shadow that I would definitely use personally for my inner corner. I like it a little bit more than Strange, just personal preference. The next shadow is a shadow that I love, and it is called Limit. It's a very matte, dusty rose color. The next shadow is Buzz. It's extremely pearlescent. It's a dusty rose color, and I can really see this being a great blending color, you know, from the inner corner to the crease. The next shadow is Trick, and once again, I would kind of qualify this as a metallic shimmer shade. It's really rose gold and coppery, and I think this would be perfect for more smokier, dramatic looks. Next we have Nooner. Is this name some kind of inside joke that I don't understand at all? Once again, this is a matte shadow. Normally I'm not that crazy about matte shadows, but this is one of my favorite shadows in this palette. It's a dark brownish mauve, if that's a real color. I just made it one. Next up, we have Liar. Not so crazy about the name. It is also what I would consider a metallic pearlescent shade. Once again, this is kind of a mauve color. Next up is Factory, which I would think would be a silver shadow. You know, like Andy Warhol, The Factory. Suddenly I'm getting really hung up on names. I don't know what's going on here. This is a metallic shimmery color, and it's kind of a coppery color. I'm noticing not so much rose, but a lot of the different metallics. Maybe all metallics have rose undertones. I don't know. Next up is Mugshot, and I honestly love the name of this shadow. It really has kind of a Bonnie and Clyde feel. This is once again one of my favorite shadows in the palette. It is a pearlescent tan top kind of color. The next shadow in the palette is Dark Side, and it is my favorite out of the two darkest shades. It's really easy to blend out, and I think that this would be perfect for a epically dramatic, natural, smoky eye. And last in the palette is Blackheart. They say that there is some chunky red glitter in this shadow. It was kind of chalky once again, almost a little bit like dust. Not so easy to blend, but it is a good, really dark shimmer shade. Okay, I feel like this video has been 12 hours long, and I am so sorry for that, but I do have a little surprise, slash maybe not a big surprise. I kind of talked about it yesterday, and I was fortunate enough to get 2 extra Naked 3 palettes, so I'm going to give away 2 of these palettes to you guys worldwide, international. All you have to do is be a subscriber to my YouTube channel and enter in the Rafflecopter giveaway in the info box. It's a link. You click on it, you enter, you can get multiple different entries if optionally you want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, things like that as well. That will get you an extra entry, but technically the only thing that you must do is be a subscriber here, be part of the Swamp family. It's fun. You get to give an alligator its wings. The other important thing is to make sure that if you're not 18 or older, that you have your parents' permission, because obviously I will need your address to send you this lovely prize. I read a lot of you guys' comments in the last video know that you guys wanted these really badly, but that you've spent all of your money lately buying your friends and family Christmas presents. And at first I was just gonna give away one, but then I decided to give away two because I understand how that is. So hopefully this will be a treat to somebody who otherwise couldn't get it on their own. And lastly, as a reminder, please just be careful. I'm not sure what the situation is about YouTube scammers, but once again, I will be emailing the winners only. I will not be contacting you via YouTube messaging. Always make sure that you're communicating with me, and that says Graveyard Girl. It doesn't have any extra eyes or anything weird in it. So please do not get scammed. Don't give out any personal information over YouTube, like addresses, phone numbers, and especially not credit cards. Also, just to kind of keep down on the confusion about where I announce the winners, normally I do it on Facebook, things like that. I will be posting the winners to graveyardgirl.com. That is my Tumblr page. You don't have to have a Tumblr account or anything to view the Tumblr page, so everyone who can see this and everyone who can enter will be able to see the winners on the Tumblr page. The giveaway will close after Christmas. I know that that's longer than I normally leave my giveaways open, but I just want to make sure, with like all the rush and the crazy stuff going on at the post office, that it has time to kind of settle down before I mail these out. So just check in the info box. All of the details will be there. Don't forget to enter via Rafflecopter. Like this video if it was helpful to you, if you like giveaways, if you want me to do a tutorial with the Naked 3 palette, create a look for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being here, for being subscribed and being part of my Swamp family. I love you guys so much. I hope you're having an awesome Christmas season so far, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Oh, by the way, this is fake. I just wanted to do it for fun today. Ha!